I swear to you that Aduro Clean Technologies is the smartest company when it comes to the market that I have ever seen. So here we have a press release. Aduro Clean Technologies initiates marketing campaign for investor awareness by hiring three different companies: an investment authority, StockTwits, LFG Equities Corp, and they're spending quite a bit of money. And you can read this, each of them. So why is it smart? Okay, Aduro could at this point just say, you know what? We're done. We're done. We're done looking for new investors. We're done telling the story. Our stock price did quite well. We're just going to go to sleep right now. And the pilot is just around the corner. And we are going to let press releases do all the talking. And the market will value us properly based on that. They could do that. And I can point to you some other companies that I covered that want to do that. And as a result, they can't raise any money. Aduro doesn't do that. Aduro never stops telling the story, never stops looking for new investors. And so picture this now. The pilot is right around the corner. There's no capital raise in sight. And boom, they're dropping this, getting more investors to learn about the story. What do you think is going to happen? Right? And also, you never stop as a public company, never stop looking for shareholders, because existing shareholders get tired, they want to move on, they want to find other investment opportunities. They have to be replaced and recycled. Otherwise, they get bored, they sell the stock goes down, you're having problems. And so, as you know, Aduro has two paths of commercializing their technology. One path is they are building their pilot, they're building their demonstration unit, which then can be turned into a commercial unit. So having their own units is one way. Royalties is another way with big players, right? But now, if you are in a situation where your company has a market cap of like what Aduro just has, over 300 million, 400 million, 500 million, whatever, you have options. Right? You have options. So let's say, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but let's say the pilot is finished and it's working good, the results are fine, but the big boys just don't feel like making a decision. They're too busy. They're on vacation. They want to think about it. Maybe they don't want to recycle plastic. Maybe they just want to keep polluting the world. Who knows? Aduro can be like, you know what? Our market cap is big enough. Our shareholders support us well enough. Go and take another 10 years to think about what you want to do with plastic recycling. We have a market cap that we can use to raise money and build our own units. And after we have, 3, 4, 5, 6 different units, maybe you can come back. And then when you come back, well, guess what? Your deal is going to be worse. But go ahead. Think about it, right? It opens up options. Also, right now, you know what the number one obstacle to why institutions are not really buying Aduro? The market cap. 300 million is below that 500 million threshold that institution can start getting involved. 500 million. And then So 500 million is some institutions can start getting involved. $1 billion is more institutions can get involved, right? So wouldn't it be smart to be like, okay, the pilot is coming, no capital raise on the horizon. Maybe we should spend a little bit of money to get it there. Because if we get it to 500 million or $1 billion, then we open up Aduro investment to the institutions, to the world. It will have more liquidity. Institutions will come in, take some stock, right? It's a totally different game. But they're not waiting. They're not waiting to be like, you know what? I hope that investors will see it. I hope they're going to appreciate us. And I hope after the pilot results, they're going to take us to the promised land. No. That's not what they're doing. And also, if you read through these engagements, they are performance-based. Performance-based. Okay, so let me read this to you here. These services will be provided for an initial period of 1 month, beginning September 16, during which time the TIA agreement may be terminated by either party for cause. The initial TIA term may be extended by 1 month or half-month terms, up to an additional 1 month and a half months, which must be confirmed by the company no later than 48 hours prior to the commencement of such extensions. The TIA agreement will not automatically renew beyond November 30, 2025, unless otherwise agreed to in writing by both parties. In other words, if you perform, we're going to extend it. If you perform, we can extend it even further because we are happy to pay for performance. But if you don't perform, if you don't bring in investors, if you don't create exposure that's meaningful, we're done. Performance-based marketing. So I am just very happy with Aduro, the smartest company when it comes to the market I have ever been involved with. The smartest.